Hello, listeners, and welcome to Dragon Talk, your award-winning student life podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Record, and today I have the honor and privilege of shining a spotlight on the students who will be representing your voice and working to enhance student life here at Howard Community College for the upcoming academic year. We're incredibly excited to introduce you to the newly elected Student Government Association leadership team for 2025 through 2026, and they are excited to get to work. These are the individuals who are dedicated to serving our student body, advocating for your needs, and fostering a vibrant campus community. We're going to hear directly from them about their roles, visions, and what they hope to achieve. So without further ado, let's hear from your new SGA leadership firsthand.
Okay, if we can have our president introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Christione Johnson. I'm the SGA president for the 2025 to 2026 school year.
What are you studying here at HCC?
I'm studying business administration and accounting. I'm a double major. Truthfully, this is a transition for me. I used to be a dance major at university, so I just know that I enjoy working with people. I did a lot of administrative work before I came here, and so I'm looking to maybe get into human resources or get my certified public accounting license.
Okay, Ms. Vice President, please introduce yourself and what are you studying here at HCC?
Hi, my name is Maryam. I am a liberal arts and languages major, and I hope to go into diplomacy. I've always enjoyed working with people. I just truly think that every single person is just so interesting and has like a very unique story to share. So I find working with people very fulfilling for me personally, and I've also always been the more mediator type. So I feel like with those two things in mind, like a career in diplomacy would work the best.
My name is Ayanna King-Smith. I am the club liaison for SGA for the school year of 25 to 26. I am currently a double major for life sciences and nursing. I hope to go to medical school to become a forensic pathologist and study neurodegenerative diseases as they pertain to people of color with substance abuse issues. So what inspires me is a woman of color. My problems with my own body, especially regarding health, have not always been heard out because there's not people that look like us in the medical field. There's more now, but there needs to be more. So when it comes to people with neurodegenerative diseases, there's a disparity between people of color that have these problems. They usually don't get diagnosed until the late stages when they're already to a point where treatment's not any option. So I want to do research to help them to kind of whether that be a cure or at least have preventative measures so they have more time with their families.
My name is Nadia Bayiga. I'm the secretary and treasurer for the SGA 25-26 academic year. I'm a cybersecurity major, and I chose to go into this field because I always imagined myself working in an office, working on my computer, doing this, doing that. And I chose this major because it's more of a male-dominated field, and I want to change that. I'm trying to be a cybersecurity analyst, do great things. I want to create organizations, non-profit organizations that teach the youth about tech. And yeah, you give them great skills, trying to do great things for the world.
SGA president, what are some of your goals in the SGA leadership position?
One of my goals internally is just to make sure that this energy continues. I know there's so much of this is the honeymoon period and you'll have your issues, especially sharing an office space and just spending so much time with each other. But I don't think that this energy and this motivation and this drive has to die down. So just trying to keep this group as excited and motivated and close as we are right now. And we have plans of things to do and hang. It's not always work. Anyway, so 5 o'clock hits, we're off the clock, because I'm going to say about that. But so that's an internal goal.
The homework sessions.
Literally. Yeah. But externally, I think I want to focus on academic achievement within the student body. I want to make sure that when that final week comes, there's a lot of stress reduction things. There's a lot of study time for people. There is an opportunity for them to speak with someone about time management, so we don't end up in a situation where they're cramming every semester on that last week, but also a space where everybody just feels like they can work and get together, because I love doing that with these people so much. I feel like that's a good resource for people to have. I also hope to do in the spring semester some life skills competency things, because this is kind of a gateway. It's going from high school to the real world or university or wherever you plan on going after here. And you have to be getting ready for that because school is no longer teaching you. There's not that FAMCOM class in your community college or your university, but you need to learn how to do your laundry and you need to learn how to cook good meals for yourself and you need to learn how to do your taxes. So I'm hoping to bring some people in who can do some of those skills and find out mostly what the students need this semester so that we can bring that to them next semester. And then other stuff that I want to do is just be open and available. I think I bring my laptop to school a lot because I don't want to just work in the office. We want to be seen in other buildings. Ian really brought this to our attention primarily because she spent so much time in the SET building and the KHH building where the nursing students, the science students are, different people like that. They don't get reached by student life as much as they should because we stay over here in academic commons a lot. It is what's available to us. It's the easiest to reserve these rooms and book these rooms, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be in the other buildings. So just making sure we make our way all around campus and that everyone is feeling seen, because if the whole student body isn't feeling represented, what are we doing here, right? That's our whole job. That's what we're supposed to do. So those are some of the things that I just want to focus on. And I feel like this is the perfect team to make those things happen.
So how will you know or measure if you're connecting with students or if you're meeting the needs and individual goals of students? Like, how are you going to do like surveys? Are you just going to have those one-on-one conversations? Like, how will you know you're doing a good job?
I mean, we're always open to one-on-one conversations. Our door stays open. We have already had people come in and ask us about how to apply to become a senator. We've had applications already. Club applications are flowing fast and quickly and all the time. And people are always asking about how that process is going with our club liaison, who is wonderful about it. So we have an open door policy. If we're in the office, you're free to come into student life and talk to us at any time. So I have that time to talk with students. If they have anything to ask me, if they just want to talk to me, I'm definitely open to that at all times. I had a student ask me where her class was on the first day. And shoot, I didn't know. But I was like, I'm glad you felt comfortable to ask me as SGA president some directions around campus. But also surveys at all times. For homecoming, we don't want to just pick a location. We don't just want to pick a theme. We're going to ask people about that during the Dragon Connection Fair because it's right in your face. We're going to put a QR code out. We're going to survey that information. From the survey, we're then going to break it down to different options and survey again. Like, we really just want to keep checking in with students and keep making sure that those needs are being met. And with our town halls, our student body meetings, we hold these things every month. We have meetings with the president every month. We're being that connector. And it's not entirely our job to make that happen. Students have to want to connect with us, but we're extremely available. Like, we're very easy to get to.
So is there anything else you'd like to tell the student body about the SGA?
Join a club. Yeah, collaborate, be friends with everyone. Like, there's really cool people here to meet. There's also a lot of cool things to see on campus and off campus when we do our little excursions. But like, get connected with people. I genuinely think that my overall like college experience has been a lot better at the fact that I did connect with people more than I did in high school.
What excites you all most about representing such a vast student body, and how do you plan to empower those to strive to be their best here at HCC?
I'm excited to make the STEM and nursing voices heard, especially coming from a STEM student that kind of felt forgotten by like student life. It's really great talking to students and getting ideas for them on like what they would like to see, like being able to make the suggestion to Chris that like we do town halls and like all of the different buildings rather than just this building, so that every last like group feels like they're being seen and heard.
Personally, I'm excited about serving the students and making the campus life more engaging, more inclusive for everybody, because we are all from different countries and everything. So yeah, we all deserve to be heard and represented. And this is what the SGA is for.
All of us all have the mindset that we truly just want to be out there at every point that we can be out there. And it's because all of us understand that we do have a vast student body. We have credit students, we have non-credit students, we have students that only stay in one building. We have students that are mainly AC and just don't go anywhere else. I'm really grateful that we all have that understanding. We just all want to be out there to have students see us and be comfortable with who SGA is and know who we are to even start with, and like know that they can come to us for help. That is the main thing that we want to connect with students, because at the end of the day, that's how we're connecting students to faculty. So we should really be available.
What challenges do you foresee arising in the future, not only working with students, but the faculty to get what you guys need done?
A separation of the generations, if that makes sense. I feel like a big conversation right now is talks of AI, especially like coming from over in my side. My teachers, I feel like, are more kind of like with use AI, but use it appropriately. But I know for like other majors like English and stuff like that, they're like, absolutely don't use it. Like, that's not your voice, don't use it. But I feel like there's that separation in generations, especially because like, oh, because I didn't have it, you don't get to use it. But it's like the world is moving on. So I feel like that's probably going to be like one of the biggest things is like the separation of the generations and like how things work now in the world compared to like what they grew up in.
That's a great perspective, honestly.
I think big picture versus little picture is something that I foresee arising. It's just, you don't know every ant you step on, you know, which is not to say that the faculty doesn't care about what we have going on campus on a day-to-day basis, but sometimes they write it down and the notebook gets lost. So it's just being persistent to be sure that what we're saying is actually being heard and it's actually being understood, like we're being listened to, not just heard. I think it's really powerful that previously with other SGAs, when you had meetings with the president and the provost, the president would go or the VP would go. Time permitting, we will all be in those meetings every time because we all have something different to say. We've all been talking to different students. We all have a perspective to bring. And I'm a little bit of a pushover. Ian's not going to get pushed over. So I want Ian in the meeting because when I was like, oh, sorry, I even asked, she's going to be like, no, I'm not sorry. Actually, let's revisit. We're standing 10 toes down on it. Yeah, I think that's just like being persistent and just continuing to do what we can. And also getting it across to the students that we are being persistent to bring that positivity, to bring that empathy.
And that wraps up a special, albeit brief, introduction to your new SGA leadership team. We encourage everyone to get to know these student leaders, attend SGA meetings, and reach out with your ideas and concerns. Your involvement is crucial to making HCC the best it can be. You can find more information about the Student Government Association, including their meeting schedule, contact details, and how to get involved by searching SGA on the Howard Community College website or by visiting their office above the student game room in SA 200. Also want to give a special thanks to McLeod for helping conduct this interview. Until next time, this is Ryan Record, signing out. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you just heard, we have a whole universe of podcasts waiting for you. Simply search Dragon Podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. You can also explore our full lineup and discover new shows at podbean.com/dragonpodcasts. That's podbean.com/dragonpodcasts.